Real quick, act to speak on what you said earlier about nigga ears, for lack of better words.
Yeah.
I don't like though how a lot of people do. And I'm not talking about Perk Angle because he said this to anybody else in here. So I just want to say that. But like they was like, we listen to a lot of different genres, and we're more accepting of this music. I'm proud of my nigga ears, even though I've listened to a lot of different music. It just didn't hit. Like I just grew up in hip hop. That's all I know. I love it. Like R&B, obviously. I know other genres. They just don't do it for me. So I like to stick in my corner. It's not of ignorance. I'm aware, and I watch anime, and I did. You know what I'm saying? I'm hip to some of the Japanese music and all this, but for the most part, it's hip hop all day, every day. It is what it is. So I'm not like people just look down on nigga ears. Like you only listen to Future or blah blah blah. Yes, I only listen to certain artists or genres. It is what it is. So I just don't want people to feel bad because they not into this. It's okay if you're not into the house music. It is okay. You aren't less than. You know what I mean? Because people try to get all snobby and this is too sophisticated for you. We listen to 16th classic century music over here. Like,
Yo. By
bruh,
the way, yo, Hoodmaster, do you think that he should have probably did a slightly better job of, kind of fusing the genres more than just changing genres?
it would have a
Reception.
better, yeah, thank you.
I could
Yes.
agree with that
And he
also.
would have sold more. That's for one.
And
I,
another thing I want to point out though, for everybody who says that it's going to have a more worldly outlook, I find that hard to believe when we're talking about the world's biggest artist with a surprise album that everybody most likely will go check out at the very least. Still, and for it to still have the biggest song on the album be the last song, which is not a rap. I mean, not a house song. I just find that interesting.
Hip hop's the biggest genre
hip
in the
hop.
world.
Well, hip hop is the biggest genre in America, not necessarily the biggest
Yeah, not in
genre
the
in the
world.
Oh, I'm
world.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
so they
So,
can still
so
the biggest artist in the world.
I guess this is going to be a big test right here. So I'll give you out another
You know what
tidbit,
I'm saying,
right?
though, right?
No. I get you. I give you another big tidbit, right? Like for example, um, like there's a chart that came out not too long ago that showed the percentage sales by whatever artist in America compared to out of America. A nigga like Drake is about 40% in America. When Kendrick dropped his album, it was about 38 or 39%. It was kind of close to 40. When niggas like Lil Durk dropped their album, about 60 to 70% is just straight in the US. So like the streams look a little weird. You'll notice that like Gunna versus The Weeknd had more global streams, but within the United States, you had Gunna who had just way more because his music is concentrated here. This is a true test for Drake. Will the international market push this? Because those, I don't know if you guys know, like if you stream Drake's album and you're in the UK, unfortunately, it's not going to count on what the sales that I report. There's a Nielsen and a Billboard for the UK. So Drake's numbers for the UK is different from Drake's numbers in the US. I only report US sales. So again, if we're saying that these genres,
Spotify's still worldwide, right?
yeah, it's worldwide, but so from that 11 million, we don't know if somebody streamed that shit in Australia. That's where the extended report is going to only show for the US and they're going to extrapolate from that. So they're going to take from that 12 million and say, "Oh, only 6 million was from the US." And then they're going to go what's paid and what's not paid, what's premium, what's not. That's how they come up with like, the sale numbers. But the only reason why I'm saying that is because we should still
Fair to
see.
say that Spotify still is a safe place to look for some indication.
No, of course it is. But like for certain artists and for certain music they're making, it's gonna matter because when you see the number that I showed y'all, like the 11 million, that's globally. So you could be in Antarctica, listen to the song, it's gonna count. But when billboards release their stuff and the numbers that we report on, it's only based on the United States. It don't matter how many people are listening to UK. Don't matter how many people are listening in Egypt. Don't matter, you know what I mean? I know.
No, but that kind of furthered my point about like how worldly is it if it's doing that on a global platform?
No, I agree with you, and I think I would make the argument to say to you, on a global platform, those songs don't jump out. They're slow builders rather than in hip hop. They're quickly out the gate. So I think over the next couple of months, if we don't see this album with tremendous staying power or doing some shit globally, we could probably say if the goal was to hit a bigger audience with this sound to be global, it's better off that you just appeal to the United States because the United States audience still kind of controls what the rest of the world listens to. You get what I mean? No?
No, yeah, I get what you mean. I get what you're saying. I think that, like you said, it's definitely a test, and that's what I'm kind of waiting for. I think it's just very interesting, you know.
Yeah.
And I think for him to put, and I say this about Kendrick too, when people start like trying to put people to certain standards, when people put out certain stuff, it kind of like it's kind of stupid to try to keep judging it off of certain standards because it's like if they wanted to go off of those standards, they wouldn't put this out in the first place. You see what I'm saying? So like I
Possibility.
feel like he's definitely very, very like I think he just put this out haphazardly. Like, I just want to have some fun real quick. I just signed a deal. I'm trying to get this money.
Yeah, I definitely think he's trying to get that money. Yo, Bass, do you have any thoughts on this project, this release? Did you like it? It's your chance to, kind of sound off, whether positively or negative about the album, brother.
Yo, Bass on mute, nigga.
All right, well,
You're not here. You're not here. Move on.
all right,
Get that nigga.
Zeno and Odds, what's cracking, man?
Man,
Zeno,
in
I know
my
you bumping
opinion,
this.
I feel like this album was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I think this album is gonna be his hardest hitting album globally, just because like Wasabi said, the 2010 house scene goes crazy in the EU, and also like this nigga's he's like tapping into his R&B roots and blending it with a genre that's taken well globally.
Okay.
But this is Drake. But like at the end, like only time's gonna tell because like this is Drake's equivalent of going pop.
Facts. I like that.
It's Drake's equivalent of going pop in my opinion.